So I have selected this second design number 2, as my final design. And the reason I selected this design, I'll be explaining that in this video. So this is how design number 2 looks like. It has rounded edges, and it has the handles on the top, and it's hollowed out on the inside. And I just put this rectangle here to indicate that there should have been a zipper, but I was not able to make it in SketchUp. So this is design number 2, and then this was design number 1. So I did not get a chance to use the round cornered extension for design number 1, so it has like these like straight edges. And if you look at this design, you might get a brief idea of why I decided to choose this one instead, because this one, it just looks like a shopping bag that you would get at a mall and not like a bag that protects a laptop. And that's because it's missing some of the essential features. So basically, my first essential feature was my product must have cushioning to function well as a laptop protection bag. You can't really tell if it has cushioning on SketchUp, but yeah, both of them, they seem to have cushioning when you look at it from the outside. And as for the size of my product, I said it needed to be 16 inches long, 9 inches wide, and 3 inches like thick. So this one, it's actually in the architectural design in millimeters, so it doesn't have like the inch measurements. So this one was just like a rough draft, so I decided to just make it without measurements. So this one doesn't include measurements, but this one does, which is why you can notice that it's slightly larger than the other one. And the measurements, I don't know how to get it to pop up, but yeah, it is 16 inches wide. And so normally when you have a laptop, it's like laid down, it's normally like on the ground and open, if you get what I mean. So like basically this is like the side view of the laptop bag, so that's why the measurements, so it's like 3 inches thick this way, and it's 9 inches here, and then 16 inches to the side. So this one is the one that has correct measurements, which is another contributing factor to why I chose this design. And my third essential design specification is my product must be in a rectangular shape to fit my client's laptop. And taking inspiration from most laptop cases, it can be rectangle shaped with rounded edges so that the owner does not get injured by the sharp edges. So that's something that this one does not have. The round corners extension did not work when I was making this one, so it has like these straight edges and like rough corners. So there's a high chance that you might get hurt if this design was in real life. But as for this other design, it has round corners because the extension actually, the download worked. So yeah, it's a much safer design, so that to ensure my client's safety. And another essential feature was my product must be light, which can be achieved through the use of lightweight materials. So now I'm not certain if the product is light because it doesn't really explain about like the weight in SketchUp, but so it's not something that I can really tell in a digital program. And my fifth essential design specification is my product must include a feature that makes the content on the inside easily accessible. So that idea was like having a zipper, but I could not make one, so I decided to create this kind of thing so that the laptop bag would have something here to like prevent it from falling out immediately. So yeah, but I could not include a zipper on both designs. So yeah, there's no zipper in either design. And now moving on to the desirable features. So for the desirable features, the first one is My product should include the colors that my client desires. So in this case, it was black and white. Both products achieve that. And the second one is my product should include a wacky design that my client wanted. So it can be achieved through the use of this materials window. And if you go into here and then into patterns, there's like all of these different patterns that can make your design wacky. And this one was the one that I used for this design, and it looks a lot wackier than this one. But it was also a kind of limit of the round corners extension, because when I used the round corners extension, I noticed that like when I tried this pattern, it came out all blurry because like I don't think these corners really registered as like a smooth surface. So a lot of the patterns that I thought were the wackiest did not work, and I had to go with the striped pattern instead. So this product is basically more like functional, but it's like on the aesthetic part, like this one looks nicer, I think. So my third desirable feature is my product should have something that covers the cushioning part to make it look aesthetically pleasing. So yes, this is that part that's supposed to make it look aesthetically pleasing. And yeah, I thought this one had actually like the simplicity of this design made it look pretty cool, and my client really liked it. So I think it's fine on that aspect. And my fourth desirable feature is my product should have a part that's related to sports, because my client's hobbies are playing sports, and I couldn't do that because my client and I originally talked it out, and I said I was going to include a basketball, but like you can't really make a basketball inside of SketchUp. So yeah, no matter how many times I tried, I failed, so I couldn't fulfill that design specification. And my fifth design spec is my product should be easily portable, which can be achieved through adding handle on the product. Both products have handles, but this one is just basically, in terms of the other design specifications, this one fits more and it's more functional. So that's the reason why I chose this one and not this first design.